Hello everyone, this is Dave again. Welcome to my tutorial video on spinners, which is just another extension of the TJC Summer Project Club QuickTime event project that we've been working on. Spinners are sort of a new concept in QuickTime events, and I'm going to show you how to use them if you have our code. It's really pretty simple and straightforward. This time I'm not starting off with my typical empty level, although it looks like it. If I open up my Kismet, you'll see I've programmed a multi-QuickTime event. It is 7 seconds long with a 7-second success window. The key codes are up, right, down, left, and the prompt materials and the success materials are the arrows that match that, like you've seen in the previous videos. Just to give you a quick idea of what that is, when I walk into the area here, there we go. It's very long. It's got a nice, generous success window because I'm about to make it a lot more difficult by adding these spinners. Okay, so when I go to my schedule event, in the new version of the code, you'll see that there's 3 new items here. There's spinner indices, reverse spinner indices, and spin pause time. So spin pause time, the smaller that is, the faster the spinners are going to move, and you'll see what that means here very quickly, and I'll give you a demo of that as well. But let's just go ahead and add a spinner. So all that I'm going to do here is I'm going to add an item. These are just integers, and it's which number of image you want to be a spinner. So if I enter 1, for instance, the first one will be a spinner. Now, like with most computer programs, this is 0 index, so 1 really means the second, and 2 really means the third. If you want the first one, then you have to use 0. But just by doing that, you'll see that I have a spinner now. And the spinner is that second one there at index 1. You can see that it constantly changes. If I press the correct arrow key at the time that it's pointing in the direction that I press the arrow key for, it'll succeed. Otherwise, it'll fail. Let's just take another look at that. And you can see that by pressing that at the right time, it froze it, turned it gold, and I've now succeeded in the event. And I can add multiples of these, so let's just add another one. We'll say at index 3. It's probably not a good idea to put them at index 0 because the player needs to see that things are changing before they get to it. So let's see. There you go. Now, of course, I could be doing all sorts of fancy stuff with animation and all of that kind of stuff, but there's really no point in showing you all that again. If you want to see what that looks like, go ahead and go back to the bird demo. And of course, this works with any sort of matinee that you want to put in or anything like that. Now, I'll give you a quick idea of what the spin pause time is capable of. I'll change that down to 0.3, which is significantly faster than 0.5. That number is how many seconds it pauses before it spins again. So there you go. You can see that that's much faster. And we can change that to be downright obnoxious. If I put it down to like 0.02, you can see that it'll spin so quickly that you don't really have any chance of trying to hit it at the right time. And of course I failed. So there you go. It's pretty much, random chance at that point. So I'm just going to change this back to 0.5. The only thing I haven't shown you yet is the reverse spinner indices. And this is just another place that you can enter more indices for where you want reverse spinners. Reverse spinners are just spinners that run in the opposite direction. You can see that our regular spinners go up, right, down, left, because that's the order I've put in the key codes, the prompt materials, and the success materials. If I go reverse and I mix and match the reverse with the regular spinner indices, it makes things a little bit more difficult for the player. So you can see now that the one in the middle there is actually moving in the opposite direction. Whoops, and I messed it up. So it is a little bit harder. I'll give that another shot. And there you go. So I succeeded that time. That's really all I have to show you here. You can add as many of those as you want, and you can make your sequence size as long as you want. And you can do all sorts of fun stuff in there. The next step I think I want to add, or I'm going to call them flashers. And what a flasher is going to do is it's going to show a different image for part of the time, rather than showing the correct prompt image. It'll probably just be a square with a blank in it to show that it's currently hiding it. So the player will have to either memorize what's coming next in the QuickTime sequence, or they'll just have to wait for it to show back up and press it then. And of course, if I do it right, you should be able to combine your spinners with your flashers and make extremely difficult QuickTime event elements. So there you go. Thanks for watching.